And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Revelation 12:7-9. On Tuesday, March 18th at 5:57 p.m., the SpaceX Dragon Freedom splashed down off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida, in what is now known as the Gulf of America.
And we're going to stand by for splashdown located in the Gulf of America, off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida.
And splashdown, Crew 9 back on Earth.
This event marked the conclusion of Crew 9's 9th commercial crew rotation after spending 9 months, or 286 days, aboard the International Space Station.
Copy splashdown. We see main chutes cut. Nick, Alex, Butch, Sunny, on behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
When we take a deeper look at the symbolism hidden within this event, it becomes obvious that this was another satanic ritual meant to exalt the devil and his Antichrist. So without further ado, let's get into it. Notice, this was Crew 9's 9th commercial crew rotation after spending 9 months on the International Space Station, which gives us the number 999. The number 999 inverted gives us the number 666, the number of the beast. Further, 286 days rounded up is 9.4 months, and 9 plus 4 is 13, the number of rebellion. Strong's Concordance lists G286 as Omnos, which means a lamb, as a reference to Christ, who is likened unto the sacrificial Paschal lamb. Therefore, SpaceX Crew 9 symbolically represents the 666 rebellious lamb or Antichrist, and this event was meant to represent the birth of the false Christ. This is confirmed by the date of the event, which was March 18th or 3/18. If we reverse the date, we get 813, and since 1 plus 3 equals 4, 813 gives us 84, Obama's birthday. Remember I showed you in Travis Scott's video, Stop Trying to Be God, a depiction of the false Christ as a lamb. Further, the name Dragon Freedom points us to the setting free or releasing of the king of the bottomless pit, Abaddon or Apollyon, who will indwell the son of perdition. The Gulf of America further points us to the abyss, hell, or the bottomless pit. The name America comes from Amaruka, which is the name of the serpent or dragon that dwells in the underworld. In addition, the name of the company, SpaceX, is a play on words, actually meaning space, sex. This is meant as a reference to the fallen angels who traveled through space and time, leaving their habitation in heaven in order to have sex with human women. This can be found in Jude 1:6-7, which declares, "And the angels, which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness, unto the judgment of the great day, even as Sodom and Gomorrah, and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication, and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Genesis 6:4 also declares, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. This is confirmed by the time that the space travelers spent at the International Space Station, which was 9 months. It's no coincidence that 9 months is the time that it takes for a child to develop in his or her mother's womb. You may find it very interesting that the names of the astronauts on the SpaceX Dragon Freedom reveal the identity of the Antichrist. Nick Hague. The name Nick comes from the Greek words Nike, meaning victory, and Laos, meaning people, as a shortened form of Nicholas, which means victory of or over the people. This points to the Antichrist, who is given victory over the people for a time, as found in Revelation 13:7, which declares, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds, and tongues, and nations. The reference to victory also connects back to the sacrifice of the false Messiah figure, Nipsey Hussle.
He was loved by so many people. I never met him before. I heard his name.
Yeah.
In the street. I never met him, but the love that he's received.
Wow.
Since hearing of his death is frightening. It was just.
It's like a God, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that.
I'm gonna say it. It's like a God, Mike, because we must know that we do walk amongst gods and we walk amongst angels.
Whose album was called Victory Lap.
Where we at, Nip?
Man, we in Tulum at the Mayan ruins. Just climbed off the mountain, pyramid, got to the top, was in the whole jungle, shooting the Victory Lap video.
This further connects to Obama, who gave his speech in Berlin.
The walls between the countries with the most and those with the least cannot stand. The walls between races and tribes, natives and immigrants, Christians and Muslims and Jews cannot stand. These now are the walls we must tear down.
At Victory Tower, which was placed in Berlin by Adolf Hitler, who was also a type of Antichrist. Remember, Nipsey's name, Ermias, actually means God shall rise.
On face, it said, I don't know what side. I think, yeah, it's this side. It said God will rise.
As a reference to the sun on the horizon, or Horus rising, which also points to Obama.
This means a sun rising over the horizon, the dawning of a new day in American politics.
Alexander Gorbanov. The name Alex or Alexander means defender of men or warrior, and points to the Macedonian king Alexander the Great, who conquered the world and who, convinced of his own divinity, declared himself to be God, which makes him a type of Antichrist. It is important to note that the 4 beasts in Daniel's vision, found in Daniel 7:2-8, includes a description of the Greek Empire under Alexander the Great as a leopard with wings on its back. The other beasts are described as being a lion, a bear, and a great and terrible beast with iron teeth and 10 horns, which describes the dragon. Interestingly enough, this is a description of the characteristics that make up the beast and Antichrist, found in Revelation 13:2, which declares, "In the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard in his feet, were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Butch Wilmore. The name Butch is a shortened form of butcher. Remember the movie White Noise about the train crash and chemical spill in Ohio? There was a scene in the movie where the characters were in the AMP supermarket with a sign that read, Butcher's Corner.
This is exciting. We have these in New York. The oven aroma of bread combined with the sight of a bloodstained man pounding strips of living veal is very exciting.
The AMP was a reference to the Antichrist and false prophet who will persecute and butcher the tribulation saints by beheading them, as found in Revelation 13:15, which declares, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." The mention of the butcher also connects back to the mass shooting by 44-year-old Travis Eugene in Arkansas at the Mad Butcher supermarket on June 21st, 2024, or 6/21. The age of the shooter, 44, was meant to point to number 44, Obama, identifying him as the Mad Butcher or Antichrist. The name Travis Eugene means to cross genes, as a reference to genetic modification, which points us to the fallen angels or Nephilim giants. The date 6/21 was a numeric anagram for the number 216. 216 is the sum of 6 times 6 times 6, the number of the beast, and, not coincidentally, Obama's birthday, August 4th, is the 216th day of the year, identifying him as being born from a genetic cross of a fallen angel and human woman.
This is no dream.